Hello everyone, and welcome to a different kind of video for my channel, I guess. It's not a card video. I know that you guys want a craft room tour, but there's active construction going on. So I'm giving him a little bit more time to complete that before I say, hey, we're doing a craft room tour. So today I figured I would show you my craft cart. I know many of us use these of different sizes, shapes, colors, and orientations, and I figured I would show you mine. I have a rather large craft room now, and I really needed to be able to take supplies with me from one area to another, and this cart does this for me. I have not looked through the cart. I don't know exactly what's in here. I know that I use it on a daily basis, so it has most of the stuff that I reach for regularly, but I didn't empty the trash. Like stuff like that. Like, I didn't set this up for you. This is not staged. This is what I use. So let's go through it and see what we can find. I will link the cart. This is not the Roscog cart. This is a cart from Target, and it's slightly bigger. It's like, it's not twice as size. It's probably like one and some. You could probably check the dimensions, but I really don't care. It has 3 levels, just like the Roscog cart, but the bottom level is pretty much useless because I don't like to bend over. So I keep things on it that I want to use or I like using pretty regularly, but maybe not on every card. Most of this stuff are things that I reach for all the time or I really enjoy using. So it's a great resource of maybe some great crafty supplies that you might want to check out. Okay, so I'm just using my handheld camera for this. I figured this would be good enough for you guys. Leave me some comments below if it makes you nauseous and you hate it. But I have, these are some white boxes. They are vanity organizer boxes, also from Target. I usually shop the clearance section for these kind of things, and that's probably where I found it. So I'm sorry. But clearance is great, right? Woohoo! I keep my MISTIs in here. There is like the L from the MISTI accessories. I have, let's see, I have this is a very good tool that is, people don't really talk about this enough. Anytime I want to clean off my card or something like that, I use this. There's some schmutz in there, but it's clean. Okay, and I can brush off my card project to get, or like pencil shavings, pencil dust, things like that, embossing powder, stray stuff. This is really great. You should definitely check this out. It's Nuvo. I have some cushy spring action scissors from Tonic. And I love the titanium like blades that can get all gunked up. So that's most of my scissors that I'm buying now are the titanium blades. I have them in here, all of these. This is serrated, little tiny serrated ones, and the big mama scissors. These are the 9-inch ones. I also have some craft picks, my rainbow tweezers that I got from Amazon. There's probably a bunch of these kind of floating around in here. Syringes with adhesive in it. These are the Nuvo paint brushes. I usually use those to like clean off embossing powder, stray embossing powder and stuff. The crystal katana. This is really for picking up sequins and small embellishments. And then there's a flat, like pointy, pokey tool at the end. Let's see, that's a file. That's a file. This is just a nib. They don't sell this anymore, and I hate it. This used to be sold by Ranger, and it's like these replaceable nibs in here. And it's just a holder with nibs, and they're dry. So you could be using whatever color you want, but you can't buy the nibs anymore. So, let's see, I've got Shimmer Glitter Gloss. That's Nuvo. This is like one of my most used tools. I pick this up whenever I have to measure stuff. If I measure stuff, I'll use this. If. The big if. So I've got Stardust Jelly Roll Stardust, Jelly Roll White, Memento ink, and a marker. I've got the Stampin Up Blender Pen. I love these for watercoloring with my Inktense pencils and stuff like that. This is the Teflon Bone Folder, small. There's another rainbow tweezer. Let's see, Jelly Roll Black, glaze pen, a pencil with my blog address on it. Fancy schmancy. And then I have acrylic blocks that are just kind of floating in here. These are not all of them, but these are the ones that I reach for. I do want maybe some long, skinny ones, but I usually reach for the MISTI, so I don't know. But these are my some of my acrylic blocks that I reach for. And then these are dragon boxes from IKEA. They are the smaller ones that fit on the top. I use dragon boxes. I use these dragon boxes to store my stamps, and the tops of them are over here. Okay, so I have, usually these look a little nicer. Like I said, I didn't clean this up for you. This is as is, real life. So I have a color box cleaning pad. This is not ink, this is just a cleaning pad. It's really hard to do this one-handed. It's dirty because I've used it a lot. I use it a lot. Simon Says stamp Intense Black for Copic coloring. VersaFine Clear, that's my favorite black pigment ink for sentiments and stuff. This is embossing ink from Nuvo. I love that. Super sticky. I have some purple tape in a dispenser that I stuck here, like that. It's perfect if it's wonderful. I've got a Nuvo Light Mist spray bottle that's just water. This is Arch's hot press watercolor paper. I've been using that a lot lately, so I stuck it in here, but it doesn't have its own label. I use these. I made these out of folders. Manila folders, is that correct? I don't know. These are folders. They're gray, and I cut them down to fit in my little box here. Neenah, that is supposed to be a black cardstock, but I haven't replaced it yet. Copy paper, I use a lot. Avery Repositionable, Strathmore, Smooth White, Ranger Watercolor, Craft Foam, and then I have all of these back here that I haven't really labeled yet. This is Fog, so I keep that back here. This is Tonic Gray Board I've been using a lot lately, and then here is two like 11 by 14 or 17, I can't remember, 11 by 14 papers that I use. They're cardstock that I use for embossing powder. Then I have micro brushes. I've got Nuvo Stamp Cleaning Solution. This stuff is the bomb. I have Crystal Glaze, Nuvo Crystal Deluxe Adhesive, or Deluxe Adhesive, not Crystal. And then this is EK Success Powder Tool. This is one of the nibs that you can't buy anymore, so just don't look at it. And then a pencil sharpener, a little dish that we stole from a restaurant somewhere. Winsor & Newton gouache. And then we've got Heffy Doodle memo tape. The powder bag, which is for larger surfaces. We have some erasers, the Mono Sand eraser and a regular eraser, adhesive eraser. And then this is like adhesive and foam and stuff, like scraps. Blue microfiber towels. And this, I got this at Home Depot. It has a chamois on one side and a microfiber towel on the other, and you can throw it in the wash. You can throw it in the washing machine, your clothes washer. So I haven't washed it yet, so that's why it looks like this. We'll see. I have some berry baskets down here, the plastic berry baskets with some tear tape adhesive, purple tape, Nuvo tape runner. This is Tonic. This is Be Creative, or that, I don't know, Sukwang. It's Sukwang. And so that's the top. I have some stuff hanging off the side. This was given to me by Tigger Mama, Cindy Ellen Robinson. She has a YouTube channel and everything. I'll link her down below. But she gave me this. It's a big magnet, and I keep my pins in there so I don't lose them. That's for like opening up bottles or whatever. Whatever you need a pin for. And that just goes right there. And then these are some other magnets that I might use for some things. All right, this stuff is going to get interesting. All right, I've got some, this is an Avery die that I used recently, and I don't know what to do with it yet. But it just sits here in this bowl that I got that I didn't clean off the tag for. Yes, we see a trend. This is the last of my Scotch foam adhesive. It looks like I need to start to reorder that. This is SnotTape. Woohoo! If you don't know what SnotTape is, you are not cool, man. You need to go check it out. Glue dots. This is the regular glue dots in a dispenser. I want to get the other dispenser for the micro glue dots over there. That's where it's gonna go. This is my compost basket from my trash can over on the other side of the room. I just take it with me for trash purposes on my cart. I put it on my surface. I usually have two of these sitting back here. This is my most used embossing powders. I have Ranger white embossing powder and the Hero Arts clear that must be over on my work surface. I have some Nuvo glimmer paste that I like to use all the time, as well as my favorite clear sequins. These are from Neat and Tangled. These are like clear sequins, okay? And you just kind of raise it up like this, and then sequins are here for you. And then to take them back, you just put them back in their home. So I really like this thing. It's like $1. It's a hobby and craft something, I don't know. But they're $1 at AC Moore. This I stole from my stepdaughter. I don't know where she got it. I think it carried hair ties at one point, but she doesn't need it anymore. So I have some shimmer sprays. I've got Imagine Crafts Frost and Sparkle shimmer sprays. I have Hero Arts White Iridescent Avery Clear shimmer spray. We've got Nuvo embossing powder. This is clear. This is gold enchantment. This is, I think it's fine detail classic silver. And then this is masking fluid that I keep wanting to use, and I haven't. I need to use that. I also have some stickles. I've got frosted lace and unicorn stickles over here, as well as these. I think this is rock candy. Where's the label? Distress stickles. I don't know. It's glitter. This is Fun Flock in white. Sorry if it's too blurry. Can you guys see that? Here are micro glue dots that I keep right here. And that's the second shelf. All right, now we're down here on the third shelf. And like I said, it's the least important shelf, but it still houses some things that I like to use or want to use. This is my Tonic Guillotine trimmer, the small one. I love using that. It has a shelf at the top and the bottom. These are Interdesign bins. This is Hero Arts acetate. Judikins window plastic, handmade watercolor paper from Hero Arts, and a wiper card by Photoplay. You can get those usually at Simon Says Stamp or scrapbook.com has that kind of stuff. I also have a black Epicurean board back here, as well as a silicone pad that's from Stampin' Up. I've got a marker spritzer tool that's by Ranger. I have some Tonic blending sponges that I like to use, especially with stencils. And then I have a watercolor palette, a small one. I've made myself like this ink smushing tool. It's just a piece of plastic around a Ranger ink blending tool. I have my Ranger stencil brushes or blending brushes, whatever you want to call them. I have those down here. And then the Nuvo kind of versions of those down here. And that's it, you guys. That is my craft cart. I I hope that you guys enjoyed having a look at my craft cart. Maybe saw some things that maybe were your favorites, or I don't know. If you have a craft cart, I would love to know what's in your craft cart, so tag me on social media so I can see. And until next time.